Hello, I'm Janusz Lewiński, and this is Military Mind. Armed conflicts, defense and security, land, sea and air. We've got you covered. On Sunday morning, Russian forces launched a missile attack on the northeastern Ukrainian city of Kharkiv, killing one person and wounding at least 40, with fears that more are trapped under the rubble. Several apartments were completely destroyed, dozens of cars were damaged, and hundreds of windows were broken. Meanwhile, in Zaporizhia, at least 16 civilians were wounded by a Russian aerial bomb on late Sunday. Governor Ivan Fedorov wrote on Telegram that Russia carried out a total of 363 air and ground strikes across 12 settlements in the region in just one day. Meanwhile, in Russia's Kursk region, Ukrainian forces have withdrawn from some positions, especially in the area of Snyagost, and have pushed north of their current zone of control. Kiev's troops have also been pushing on with offensive operations in the Ukrainian salient in the Kursk region. Russian sources are claiming that Ukrainian forces have attacked southeast of Korenevo and north of Sudzha, near Malaya Loknya. At the front line, fighting continues in the Kharkiv region. A Ukrainian officer operating in the area has said that Russian forces are switching to defensive operations and deploying Wagner Group personnel, as they are still around apparently, to the area. Ukrainian forces are allegedly occasionally advancing in unspecified areas in the Kharkiv sector, while Moscow's troops have not launched any large-scale assaults in this area in several weeks. The Pokrovsk-Kurakhove sector continues to see the heaviest fighting. The general trend now is that the Russians, as expected, have launched an offensive in the direction of Hostri and have made successful advances along the southern bank of the Lozova River. Russian troops reportedly have managed to cross the Kashlagar River to the west of Vuhledar, which means that the city will soon be surrounded. In the Middle East, meanwhile, Israel and Hezbollah both threatened to ramp up their cross-border attacks on Sunday, despite international appeals aimed at both to step back from an all-out war. Israel's military said about 150 rockets, missiles and other projectiles were fired at its territory, mostly from within Lebanon. Israel launched its own strikes on targets in southern Lebanon, which it said destroyed thousands of Hezbollah's rocket launchers. Lebanese officials said 45 people were killed in the attack. The Ukrainian 95th Air Assault Brigade has shared a video of their successful border breakthrough near the village of Medvezhye in the Glushkovo district. The final frames of the video show a Ukrainian tank dismantling an enemy strongpoint. It is a doozy, so let's take a look. Fierce battles continue for the crossroads east of Khlybokia in the Kharkiv region, a critical stronghold. In the video coming up next, operators from the 1st Assault Battalion carry out precision drone strikes on enemy positions. Currently, the stronghold remains under Russian control, despite the 2nd Assault Battalion attempting an attack on the position just days prior. The ongoing fighting underscores the strategic importance of this area. And as always, we applaud Russian troops surrendering to the Ukrainians. There is really no point being unalived in the name of Vladimir Putin. I mean, think about it. Really, no point at all. Now, moving on. Carrying out combat missions in Russia's Kursk region, Marines from the 501st Separate Marine Battalion continue to replenish the prisoner exchange fund, looking to expedite the return of their comrades from Russian captivity. Ukrainian troops are deeply committed to freeing their brothers-in-arms held as prisoners of war, making every mission crucial for both military and humanitarian reasons. Fighting continues in New York, in the Donbass region and the surrounding areas. To eliminate Russian forces, the Ukrainians have deployed heavy vehicles, infantry and FPV drones. These combined efforts showcase the strategic use of both advanced technology and ground forces in this critical part of the country. And that's all for now. Next deployment at the same time tomorrow, and in the meantime, please stay with us here on TVP World.